Hey guys, this is Joanne Marime, your career and confidence coach. Today I want to talk about self love. When was the last time you loved upon yourself? When you loved on you, just you? If you are single, if you are, maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you're married, maybe you're divorced, maybe you've been widowed, whatever situation you are in, maybe you're a parent, you're a mom, you're a dad, whatever it is that your situation is, when was the last time you paused and gave yourself self love? So as we approach Valentine's Day, I'm seeing all these messages everywhere. There's the pressure that comes along with that week of love, February, especially between, February 13th all the way to February 16th. You'll find a lot of people will break up during this season. A lot of people will be alone and they'll feel depressed because they will see all the flowers that people are being delivered to, or they will see all the reds that are going there. Restaurants will be full, and some of you or like someone like me doesn't have a date this year. But guess what? I do have a date. I have myself and I have God. So these next coming couple of days, and I'm calling this the week of self-love for me, because today as I was spending time with the Lord, I heard distinctly, I need to soak myself in His word, and I need to understand that He loves me. Before I can ever attempt to be in a relationship with somebody else, I need to love me first. And then I need to understand just how deeply I am loved. So this weekend and these next, 7-10 days, all I'm going to be doing is reminding myself just how much God loves me. So if you have never tried this, remember John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. God gave His only begotten Son, His only Son for you. So how dare you imagine that you're not loved? How dare you imagine that just because that person walked away, that was the end of your life? Just because somebody rejected you, just because your job, maybe you got laid off, and that's a rejection right there. Maybe you went on a date and nobody ever called you back. Maybe whatever has been happening, maybe you were just dumped the other day. Whatever has happened to you, this is your moment to stop and give yourself self-love and soak in the love of God and remind yourself just how much you're loved. Because once you are able to understand how deeply you are loved, you become fearless. You raise your standards so that the next time you're dating, or if you're divorced, the next time you get your next spouse, you know the standards that God has set for you. You know the standards that He holds you to, and how much He has high regard for you. So you will never accept anything less than the standards and the love that God has given you. And by the way, that other tip is, you cannot expect somebody else to give you love if you don't have love for yourself first. It starts with you. You have to love yourself in order to be able to love your neighbor, in order to be able to love that partner, in order to give some sort of compassion to somebody else. If you have no compassion for yourself, how are you expected to have compassion for somebody else? You cannot give something you don't have. So this week, if you are celebrating with somebody or not celebrating with anybody, remember self-love. Every single day, wake up and soak yourself in music that reminds you of how much God loves you. And then when it's February 14th, do something fun. I'm taking myself to dinner this year. I'm going to dress up. I'm buying myself flowers. I'm going to take myself to dinner. And I will take a table for one. But you know what? God will be seated right there. So it's going to technically be a table for two. And we are going to have the best time of our lives. And when it's said and done, I will have so much love in myself. And this is going to be the best Valentine's ever. And this is the start of something that I intend to keep doing every year. In fact, why should we wait for a date for us to start doing self-love? It's something that we need to keep on doing. So yes, I commit to be taking myself to dinner. I commit to self-love. I commit to do the things that make me feel good. I commit to surround myself with the people that give me positive energy. And I commit to removing every negative thing from my life. I hope this is something that you're inspired to start doing for yourself, and celebrate this week. This is your week. Look at what God has done for you. Look at how amazingly beautiful you are. Celebrate that. Happy Friday.